We're going to take a break from our normal Winging It segments to spend part of the day with actor Josh Lucas. Now, Josh, you're joining us right now. Josh, tell me a little bit about what you've been up to so far.
Well, I'm here talking to you guys today about this very cool thing that IHG Rewards Club. IHG is a hotel group that has a lot of different hotels people stay in all the time, Intercontinentals and Holiday Inns and Candlewood Suites and Crown Plazas and anywhere. The people who are there, they're Rewards Club members, are going to be celebrating this summer. The company's giving out free movie tickets and having a whole concept of how and why we all love movies. And in the process, they're given this other contest, which anyone can be to join, where you go to ihg.com/myrealsummer, and you got 15 seconds to upload a movie that you make. You make something. You could be talking about movies. You could edit something together. You could do animation. You could do a wonderful romantic kiss with your girlfriend for 15 seconds, if that's cinematic. It's kind of whatever you want to do. And then we're going to choose 25 winners who are going to get to collaborate with the Hollywood casting director to talk about movies and talk about what they thought was great about what they did. And then one winner is going to come to New York City, an all-expense paid trip to the Intercontinental here, and have lunch with me and talk movies and talk about why we love movies, or talk about why you want to be a part of the movie industry, or what the real life of being inside the movies is, you know. And it's a pretty cool thing because we're giving something away. You know, it's a nice thing.
Now, we all know the movies when we see them in the theaters, or sort of the glamorous side of celebrities on the red carpet. But for people that want to get a little closer to what filming a movie and producing and making a movie is like, what should people know about that other side?
Well, I think that's why the contest is interesting, because you're going to be able to talk with not just a casting director about how you go about getting the job of being inside of a movie, but then, you know, I think I'm a pretty honest guy who's going to sit down and talk about, yeah, there are moments that are wonderfully glamorous. I think the job is a great job because, in a sense, you're playing cowboys and Indians. You're playing make-believe for a living. But there is another side to it that, you know, the reality is it can be a strange, hard job where it can be heartbreaking and there's a lot of rejection. But then the process of making movies itself is really fascinating and very, as people will come, if I'm shooting at the time, visit me on set, they'll see the big scope of what it takes to make something and how many moving parts are involved, and how dealing with, you know, crazy homeless people on the streets of New York City can be a bit of a challenge when you're trying to shoot a scene and some guy's decided he wants to get in the shot with you. Those are the kind of the wonderful and strange moments that happen on making a movie. And I think that's what this contest is quite interesting, because it gives people the ability to maybe talk with people who make movies in a different way.
Now, you're here to talk movies with us, but I want to change gears a little bit, because from what I'm told, you are also a huge Bills fan, and we love that Western New York connection.
When you know, my mother was born in Albany, New York, so she's, you know, fairly close. So I always had a bit of a connection to Buffalo. But then my great friends, when I moved to Los Angeles, they were all from Buffalo. And so we became part of what's called the Bills Backers of Los Angeles. There's a bar in Burbank, California, we would go to every single week. And we were definitely living the highs and the lows of Buffalo, and particularly the early 90s. And I remember when Norwood missed that field goal at the end of the Super Bowl. It's one of the best, worst moments of my young life, honestly, because one of the guys I was with, he went completely crazy and started screaming at me about how I didn't understand pain because I wasn't really from Buffalo. That's what he said.
Well, that is a sentiment.
You're not really from Buffalo. You don't understand pain.
Well, that is a sentiment we definitely share with you. Thank you so much, Josh Lucas, for joining us today. And, of course, hopefully one of our viewers will be able to continue this conversation with you after they enter the contest. But I know that you have a live hit that's coming right up, so I'm going to let you go.
Cool. Hey, thanks a lot. Go Bills.